What's up people, I'm Wizdom, I'm the Arts Director for the London youth charity XLP. Through the XLP's Arts Showcase programme, I work with talented young people in secondary schools in some of the most challenging areas in London to inspire, educate and empower through the arts. The main goal is to provide opportunities for young people to show what they can do. What I found is that regardless of how good the opportunity is, quite often only 10% of young people we work with instinctively know how to make the most of that opportunity. This is not often because they don't want them, but because they don't know, firstly, how to identify an opportunity, how to access that opportunity, and then how to respond to an opportunity. For those reasons, we created opportunities training to give young people a guide to help them make the most of the opportunities that present themselves. Firstly, we need to learn how to identify an opportunity. Now, there are three types of opportunity: good opportunity, bad opportunity, and good opportunity. Now, a good opportunity usually starts off with a lot of sacrifice and hard work, but the hope is that it produces a positive outcome at the end. A bad opportunity, on the other hand, usually starts off with no work at all, or really easy to get involved in, but can quite often have really negative connotations at the end. A good opportunity is quite different. It's got nothing to do with religion, but usually starts off with something really negative happening that the individual then turns into a positive for the wider community. Now, the example of a good opportunity would be an athlete who's had to give up time with friends and sacrifice for training over years and years and years just to be able to qualify to compete within the race. All their hope is that through that time and through all of that training that it will produce a positive outcome in the end, and they'll be able to have put in the work that will produce the performance that they want to win that gold medal. Now, an example of a bad opportunity would be the riots that happened in London not that long ago. We had many a situation where people who quite happily were not involved in anything illegal took an opportunity to take something that they knew that they shouldn't and ended up in a really negative situation for it. There's always that story about a guy who stole a 39p bottle of water out of Boots and ended up spending 2 years in prison for it. Now, it was an opportunity, but it was a bad opportunity, and as a result of him taking that opportunity, he had a really negative outcome at the end. Now, an example of a good opportunity would be the Lawrence family. Doreen Lawrence would much prefer to have her son with us. However, her determination and her perseverance throughout that entire process ended up changing the entire judicial system in the UK and highlighting many problems that we had as a society. And if she hadn't have taken that good opportunity, things in the UK would probably still be really quite different. And that's a great example of a good opportunity. An opportunity that's so much bigger than yourself, but quite often has a negative outcome to start with, but can produce a really positive outcome for the community at large. Now that we know how to identify an opportunity, what do we do when we get one? Well, when thinking about an opportunity, first of all, don't panic. Take time to identify whether this is what you want and believe that you are good enough for it. Even if you are scared of rejection, be confident of the abilities that you do have. And when you get there, be enthusiastic and punctual. When you face a challenge, communicate as soon as possible and be personable. People always want to work with people that they like and reliably deliver on their commitments. People who don't give up, but keep going even if it doesn't work out the first time, and finish what they've started. Now, the biggest enemy to your opportunity is one simple phrase: it's long. Quite often, more than often, I hear lots of people using the phrase, it's long. I couldn't be bothered to do my homework because it's long. I couldn't be bothered to do the training that was required because it's long. I couldn't be bothered to put in the effort because it's long. Quite often, as I explained in the good opportunities, the things that you actually want require sacrifice, and they are long, and they do take time, and they do take effort, and they do require you to give something of yourself. But unless you do that, you will never get to the positive outcome that you want at the end of it. So you have to be able to banish that thought of it's long from your mind, because if you allow it to take over, it will kill your opportunities. The entire opportunities training can be summed up in 4 words: commit, commence, compete, complete. If you got an opportunity, commit to it, actually do it. Say that. Put all of your efforts in actually getting it done and getting involved. And then once you've decided that you are committed to it, commence. Actually start it. Don't just tell everybody, oh, I'm going to do this. I am going to do this at some point and I'm going to do this, without actually ever starting. Get your hands dirty. Do the effort. Do the research. Do whatever is needed so that you can actually get started on that opportunity. Then after that, when you're in that opportunity, compete. Do it to the best of your ability. You may not be the best at it at the moment, but confidence comes from doing something over and over and over again. And every time you keep doing it, you will get better at it. And finally, complete. Finish what you've started. So many people I know have got all these half-done projects all over the place that have got their mind so muddled that they can't actually achieve anything. And they can't even start and commit to new things because there are all these things that are still left undone. So make sure that you complete, because that is what builds you the confidence to be able to go on and do more and better things. So make sure that when it comes to any opportunity that you have, that you commit to it, that you commence, that you compete, and that you complete. And that is opportunity trading.
Before getting involved with XLP, I had a lot of ideas and projects that I was a part of, but I wasn't able to fully focus on the one and accomplish that one thing because I was putting my efforts into so many different ideas and I wanted to do them all at once.
Yeah, really, organisation wasn't that good because I never used to do my homework in school. But I was a good student, but never used to do it that much. But yeah, so really that's about it.
I remember when I was auditioning for the showcase, I almost didn't do it because I was so scared, and I'd rather not do it and not fail than do it and do bad. But I would have regretted it so much. So.
Our opportunities before XLP were like second to none. I didn't really have anything. I was actually really, even in school, I didn't have that much of a chance.
I was late. Even if I signed up for something, I couldn't make it on time. I didn't understand the reason to be on time, and I didn't know how to organise my time properly, so I would just sign myself up for like 4 things at one time, and I wouldn't complete anything. So even homework, I didn't do it. I used to argue with my teachers and just be like the person that nobody really can get along with.
I was so disorganised and dishevelled, it weren't even real. Like, I was always one of them lastminute.com people, like procrastinating. It's like, oh, I got 5 more minutes, I got 10 more minutes. I could always push it to like the last minute, and like generally, yeah, it wasn't great.
Before I sort of got involved in XLP, I was more sort of lost. I was a lost little boy in a big sort of farmyard of animals. And because I didn't really know what to sort of do with opportunities when they came to me, I didn't know what they would do, so I would normally just sort of shrug them off and just sort of miss them, which also didn't give me the chance to sort of grow. And then I ended up just sort of being I didn't have much to do, and I wasn't meeting the right sort of people.
We were supposed to go to EMI Studios and we were 2 hours late, which caused us to miss a couple of huge people in the music industry. And we almost missed one of the people we were supposed to meet, which was Yasmin, who's an upcoming artist as well, but we luckily met her.
Well, after I got over my fear of failing, I took part in more opportunities I'd been given to perform places, and I got involved with a choir, and now my music teacher knows who I am because I had the confidence to show her what I liked doing, that I sung and stuff.
Through XLP, we are able to identify our goals and manage our tasks throughout the week so that we're prepping ourselves so we know what we have to do, and just maintaining that we achieve each set opportunity as they come.
I took the opportunity now and then done my thing, and then he told me, okay, there's a show in Stratford. Done that show, got through to the final, and then just started taking opportunities from there. Got through, but didn't win it, but came, I think, I don't know, 3rd or 2nd. Yeah, came 3rd, won a prize, and then from that day we started meeting people from EMI, went to some Sony meeting, met Rate 32, met Cash, met who else? Oh, movie scene as well. Movie scene from Christian Lee, which is, I met Crepton Cole and all the directors and stuff. So yeah, man, opportunities were going well after that.
When I do my poetry, which is what I did at Showcase, I don't hide it anymore. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's like, these are things that I do. This is what I do. I write. I do spoken word. So I think after Showcase, I was actually on such a hype that I went and I started performing in my church, and I started performing in like other like places where generally there's like, I'll just sit at the back and watch. But now I'm out there. I'm open about it. I don't. To the point where now I'm kind of now like singing in public. I never used to sing before, and now I will sing for certain people.
It gave me the chance to sort of grow, and it gave me the space and the people that I should know, people that I should be talking about, and how to sort of make myself look better in sort of the society, and sort of how I should. And then also, it also gave me sort of life skills like CV writing and how to do interviews properly. And also then, but it also gave me the chance to sort of have sort of loads of sort of like just experiences, like being backstage at Retro 32's concert, and going to sort of shows like Thriller Live, and going to Concrete Jungle. But it's just sort of, and also by doing the showcases, that's something also good to put on my CV, because I've helped sort of organise them, and I sort of know how to sort of do them sort of, and if I was given the opportunity, I would know how to sort of run them and just how everything rolls.
And since I joined XLP, obviously we did the training that we needed to do, which gave me the skills and talked about what modelling is best for me and how I can improve myself as well.
It sort of opened a lot of doors for me, and it helped me to choose a career which I know I'll like and that I'll be willing to do for the rest of my life.
Opportunities were really limited, and I think with what I kind of wanted to do, comedy, it was an ambition that, you know, I didn't think that I could perhaps achieve, because there's not so many people doing it. But with XLP, it opened up the pathways. There was auditions, and I got into that, and that just really got me into the gist of doing comedy. So and that's what I'm doing now. And with the art showcase that XLP run, it's helped me develop, and now I've done open mics with XLP. I've hosted some of the showcases, so it's brought a lot of confidence. And what XLP does, it's not just about whether you're good. Yes, you go through to the next round. It's about developing the person and working with them individually, because different people have different strengths. And I think that's what we lack in our society. But XLP brings that back to the youth, and I think that I've gained so many opportunities working with XLP. So yeah, it's been great.
My confidence has been risen, and I think I'm more sociable.
I don't think I'll be doing anything except for probably crime, man, because where I'm from in East London, it's not really a nice place, and obviously there's no opportunities there in it, so I actually don't know what I'll be doing. Probably playing football in the park and then get bored and do something, which is not really good. So, yeah, XLP the opportunities that they gave me, kept me out of a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble on Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays and on the weekdays and stuff, so, yeah.
It's changed me a lot, personality-wise as well, and within myself.
I got that through XLP, and it's through the work that they did with me. Like always, they're always looking for opportunities. When I met Prince Charles and spoke to him like about the stuff that XLP does and the work that they do.
There's so many opportunities that have been created for me, and I urge anybody who has like a talent or anything, don't be afraid, go out there and do it. If I can, you can. So really, and my audition, it may have not been as I would have scripted it, as I would have planned for it to have been, in terms of planning and everything, but that's what sums up XLP. Where you think there's no talent, there's great potential, and XLP just bring that out. And I think that it's just great how my audition went and how the opportunities that I've had with XLP.
And one key thing is just that never undermine something, like never ever undermine an opportunity, no matter how small or big it is. So like, yeah, you should always go for something. If someone's telling you, you know what, this opportunity will help you, always go for it, because you never know where it will lead you in it. So yeah.